Let's do this.
Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops is packed full of subtle Easter eggs and silly oversights from the developers, leaving random bits of interesting things to explore. In this video, I've compiled some of the discoveries I've found, ranging from simple glitches to entire multiplayer maps found outside Spec Ops missions. Though I'm sure you've seen some of them, I bet there's a few discoveries in this video you didn't know existed. Before I begin, most of what you'll see are things found outside of maps, and likewise will require no clipping outside of the normal playable area. And not all missions are listed in this video. However, for convenience and ease of focus, they will be in order. And the last thing I'd like to mention is I'd like to credit Dark Viper AU for the general format of this video. And without further ado, please enjoy. In the pit, by simply no clipping out of spawn, if you head upstairs and towards the left, you won't see any NPCs outside the map. However, by walking towards the basketball court, you'll hear a disembodied voice telling you to go away.
Get off the court, dude.
Even on campaign, if you listen closely, you can tell no one is there.
Come on, man, wait your turn.
In Sniper Fi, it's possible to explore an entire submarine just outside the map. While it is possible in campaign to drop down, the fall is too great to survive. In Cristo Redentor, by no clipping directly behind you and continuing essentially backwards through the level, will eventually spawn Meat, Royce, and Ghost. Though they don't go very far, it's interesting to see that they're even able to spawn on Spec Ops. In Evasion, by continuing backwards once more, it's possible to eventually see floating vehicles. In Suspension, you can see Wetwork, the very popular Call of Duty 4 multiplayer map, just floating in the water. By no clipping over, the boat itself lacks collision, however most objects such as crates and railings do have collision, making a floor is lava, or I guess the floor is an empty void ready to consume your existence kind of game. Fun with a buddy. In Bomb Squad, by no clipping outside of the map, you can witness 2 helicopters from campaign flying above. Additionally, the statue outside of the map is an homage to the real-life statue of Jesus in Rio de Janeiro. Though not many people have reached the statue, it's interesting to see up close as it lacks any genuine features aside from being very blocky and having collision. In Race, it's possible to spawn an infinite amount of suicidal enemies, simply by positioning your camera with an object almost off your screen. In Hidden, you can perform one of the best glitches in all of Spec Ops. 2 conventional methods exist, both are quite easy to achieve. The entire map itself is part of Call of Duty 4's campaign, specifically all gildied up. By running towards the end of the map, you can interact with these televisions. Now this becomes strange as far as I'm concerned because no other mission, including almost every single one in campaign along with every map in multiplayer, includes little to no interactables. In Breach and Clear, no clipping directly behind the playable area will spawn enemies. This becomes quite common the more you explore the map. And you can also discover the floating helicopters outside the map, as well as a fighter jet close by. In Snatch and Grab, it's possible to see another multiplayer map directly behind the spawn. It doesn't include a whole lot, however, it's interesting to see how the exact layout of the map remained practically identical, even months later when Trailer Park released. In Wardriving, it's possible to see a teddy bear playing chess outside the map. You can also see a briefcase with pamphlets of Call of Duty and Infinity War details.
Negative. That's an invalid target. Over. Hunter 2-1. I repeat, Badger 1 is not authorized to engage targets that you have not designated.
Additionally, if you no-clip behind the spawn, you can find a sentry gun that will only target you. If you set your knockback to a high number through console commands, it can lead to some pretty funny launches. The same of which applies to setting your knockback to a negative integer, such as negative 100,000, making a pretty impossible to escape sentry gun. In acceptable losses, you can view the mission item from the campaign immediately after spawning in. Unfortunately, you can't interact with it whatsoever, but interesting nonetheless. Additionally, you can see 3 separate sets of arms by going towards the start of the campaign level, where you ice climb. In Terminal, there's quite a few Easter eggs on this map. First, ranging from the least interesting in my opinion, are the small details inside of the terminal, like the mess of fallen ketchup bottles and trash in the flowers. There are also plenty of teddy bears in the gift shops, as well as copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Additionally, there's a funny book you can find named Butt Ugly. Lastly, by no-clipping through the elevator at the end of the mission, you can see a Space Invaders logo and a floating woman's body. In Estate Takedown, there's a total of 2 blow-up dolls, a teddy bear, and documents of the mission No Russian. Funny enough, an oversight by the developers includes some of these security camera photos having T-posing models of people in them. In Wetwork and High Piercing, there's a total of 4 sniper rifles you can acquire throughout the mission. The first 2 being an Intervention and a Barrette, then the Dragunov shortly after. The last is the M21 right outside the map, along with the supply of floating claymores. Assuming you get headshots with every sniper, the Dragunov takes a staggering 18 headshots to kill 1 Juggernaut. The M21 takes a total of 12 headshots to kill, while both the Intervention and the Barrette take a total of 4 headshots to kill. It's also possible to use the M21 by doing a very simple glitch to get back inside of the map. And that's that. The conclusion of this video. I greatly appreciate you for watching, but I'm curious, how many did you know? Were there any that I missed? I'd love to hear. Anyways, I hope I was able to surprise you with some of these. Thank you very much for watching.